Right, guys. So welcome everyone to Simulation Formula 1 GP3 around the Spanish Grand Prix circuit, otherwise known as the Barcelona circuit. It's myself, Harrison, once again streaming for years. It's been a while, so excuse for me for being a bit rusty. But here we are for GP3 tonight. 18 drivers, so we're only just missing, I think it's a Williams and a Haas, so hopefully we should see most of the cars going out. I do have my laptop with me, so if anyone's going to speak to me in the chat, I will reply. Get the normal stuff I have up out. And we have both my drivers at the front of the field, so I'll be the first to set the lap time. McLaren, I think that's a Red Bull. No, it's an AlphaTauri. Renault, Ferrari, AlphaTauri, Haas, and a Racing Point out on track. Roughly half the grid out on track currently. Right, so stay on board for Robert for his lap. He's got better traffic with a Red Bull ahead, but I don't think he'll catch him. This sets a personal best purple, because I know the game does glitch out on purple sectors in qualifying, so leave it as that. Coming through sector 3 now, not probably one of the best sectors I've ever gone in because of the tight chicane here, and the last few corners is very tight. You can't cut the corners anymore. So put big sausage curves there now. But Robert comes across the line, sets a 19.8 provisionally, and then Joyce a 19.5. I think that's Nutmeg, who's invalidated. Goomba. It goes a 19.5 just ahead of Joyce. Again, it is, I think it's just starting a lap. Kimi a 17.6, that's a bit more resident. I can't even speak at the minute, but actual full pace quality lap player for Kimi. Gunner's sitting now 41.3 and Sherbert at 22.7. Solix now. The Phil goes provisional pole on a 17 flat. I think it's Robbie. Yep, it is. He's on the medium, so maybe a bit slower than the film. Was P2 on a 17.5. Sonny 4.5 tenths off Phil's time on those softs. It's Nutmeg validated. No, he hasn't done it this time, so see what time he does. 17.8, just behind Kimi. Game on. So 20.1 just behind Robert. Gunners holding the McLaren up there. Gunners does improve to a 25.6. That's a bit more impressive. I can't even see it now. A better lap time for him. Yeah, there was that McLaren. My hat lap he was just starting. I did see Gunners go off into the gravel trap there. Not the best rejoin in the world. Probably slightly up at his previous best, and improves. Wow, that is a definite good lap time on those mediums. A 17.0, just Pippin fell by 6 milliseconds. Yeah, I'm guessing most of these guys just doing some practice laps, because as this track is pretty high on tyre wear. Goomba doesn't improve. Gaiman does improve, but did invalidate that previous lap. I think that's Solex. It is just starting a lap. Cardinal, didn't see that. Up to P4. Sure, but it's invalidated. This gunner's just coming into the pits. Ruff's just on his lap, he is. Robbie's just coming to pits, he has. Goomba's invalidated. Yeah, gave him 4 tenths down, so I don't think he'll improve on that lap. Solex out the final corner. Goes and beats Robbie on the mediums. Wow, so 17 flat again. So pretty close at the top there on those mediums. And I think that's the corner that just came in. It is. I think that's Sherbert just pitted. He has. Rough it is. Rough. See where it puts this. Provisional polling of 69, but not on the best starting tyre for the race, unfortunately. So don't believe you can do the one stop on the softs around here. With a Red Bull, Kennerita just starting his lap, and same Grimdog. Gimba's still going around, he is, but just coming in and tags the pit wall. You don't want to be doing that during the race, but Solex isn't on a lap. Nutmeg is starting his. I believe that's Grim behind him. And Gamon's not on a lap. This is, I think, yep, Kennerita's on a lap. Just a McLaren ahead of him. Hopefully he gets out of the way for him and not holds him up a bit. Worst on board ever created is that one. Personal preference. But comes around the final corner. Goes P5 on 17.3, 7.20 on swap palm. I think it's Robert on his first medium, on 2 seconds up on his previous best. Goes P7 on a 17.3. Just for her, God, I can't even speak right now. Half a tenth behind Kennerito also on the medium tyres. I think it's not Maggie's, but not he's down on his previous best, so I'm guessing he's made a mistake somewhere. Face goes purple for a personal best in sector 2. Ooh, Williams were very laggy there at Bumbledore. With only 6.5 minutes remaining, anyone in the chat want to give me a top 3 prediction? And Face goes 9th with a 17.5, so it's a pretty slow from him, because he's usually at the top. Is that Cypher Joyce? No, it's not, it's Robert. And I think Grundog just starting his lap there. Phil definitely committing to the softs for the start, so they're not preferably for strategy wise, because they only last about 5 to 7 laps roughly on good pace, and then they just fall off dramatically from there. There's Gunners just starting a lap. And Swebcam, nice. A 16.3 up to pole. It's more like him onto the pace now. Times are tumbling now. Yeah, we have a racing point. I think it's Sherbert. Goes P11 on a 17.6. Bumbledore 16.6 to go P2. It's normally on pole currently. I think it's Grim. See where Grim slots into all this. Uni driver still to set a lap time. My teammate in the chat, NRX Josh, giving us a prediction already. Robert 22 on pole, Cypher Joyce and P2 on Bumbledore P3, but I highly doubt that, bud, but you never know. As they did get it in Belgium, I remember. It's full up to P2. A 16.5 rough. Just coming out on the pits. See a Red Bull. Henriette's not on a lap, and Bumdall lagging massively behind him. Sherbert pits. Is he on a lap, Grant? No, he's not. His ERS is 0. Solik's just starting his. Ruff is a bit far behind. Phil be coming in. That's in the pit lane, so Gunners is fine. Use the Renault. I think that's Nutmeg. I didn't see Joyce up in P6 on a 17 flat. That's a good lap time on those mediums. Who's our medium runners? So everyone down up from Solix down to Cardinal, and then obviously Sherbert. So. I think Ross is starting his. And the same with Face. So that's Solix, yep. 1 second up on his previous best. He's looking on for a 16 flat, even possibly a 15 round here. Let's see what he does. Oh, beautiful aerial cam. I know Kyle likes his aerial cams as well. Yep, so 15.7 by Solix. Puts him provisionally pole. Robert going again on his mediums. Who's up? And I think that's Nutmeg. That's not his Cardinal. Nutmeg only slightly up on his previous best. It was a Red Bull. They're on outlaps, that's fine. Stay on board on. A bit of lag. It slightly improves but stays P15. It's like Gimba just sat on lap notes. It's an Alpha, so I think it's rough. Yep, P2 and a 16.1 for Arthur. Sweat Palm up on his lap. Bumbledore, where is he? Just starting his. Phil just going to start his as well. I think it's Cardinal next. It is 6/10 up on his previous best. Gaiman retires Cardinal to P4 on a 16.4. And I think that's a McLaren of Sweat Palm. Slightly up, but has invalidated on a 16.2, so would have stayed position anyway. Robert to P7. And God, everyone's coming in thick and fast. Kenarito goes up to P7. Bumbledore 3/10 up on his previous best. It's not looking good for the current championship leader. But it does get a pole somehow in that last sector on a 15.4. Jesus. 3/10 clear of Solix in P2. Didn't think he was going to get it though with his sector 1 and 2 times. Fell goes up to P2 on a 15.5. Grim P9 on a 16.8. And I think that's everyone unless Cardinal's on a lap, which he isn't. Sweat Palm has invalidated again, so he's staying P5. Yeah, that's it. So there you have it, folks. The GP3 qualifying around the Spanish Grand Prix. Did Sweat Palm just crash in? Yes, he did. Sweat Palm did crash into the. Yes. And there you have it, folks. So for GP3 tonight, for the race, we have Bumbledore on pole position. A long run of pole positions for this man. And then we have Phil in P2, Solix P3, Raf P4, Sweat Palm P5, Cardinal P6, Kenarito P7, Robbie P8, Grimdog P9, Face P10, Mercedes duo of Joyce and Robert in P11 and P12, Sherbert P13, Nutmeg 14th, Kimmy 15th, Goomba 16th, Gaiman 17th, and Gunners rounding off the back of the grid in 18th place. I would normally do the points table, but unfortunately, Kyle was on holiday last week, so I don't have a currently updated points table for you. Should hopefully get one next week, once all the stewards and races for this Spanish Grand Prix are out of the way. But we'll have a quick look. There's race strategies, but obviously the top 10 starting on the softs they qualified on, and then the rest of the guys currently on mediums, but it's obviously we'll see if any changes come across. Robert, check your Facebook PM. So with 9 viewers now, does anyone want to jump in chat and give me, say, the top 3 prediction for the race? Because with this strategy, I think it could go towards the one-stop runners, but we'll see. Bill in the chat. No, it could end that way, Bill, but we'll see how the strategies turn out, because I think the soft runners will be on a 2. Because I know the softs only roughly last 4 or 5 laps in good pace, and then they start to drop really quickly after that. Another top 3 in the chat: Bumbledore P1, Cypher Josh P2, and Robert P3. I'd say highly unlikely, but possible. Anything's possible in league racing. There's a few, well, both of my drivers have had a few podiums, and Joyce with that race winning I think it was Monza last season, after a disqualification for the race winner of that race. So we have Cypher Josh going on the hards, Robert staying on the mediums, Sherbert going on the hards also, Nutmeg, Kimmy, Goomba, Game and Gunners all staying on the mediums. Hopefully we should be going. We are. It's Solix rated up for our lobby host, so hopefully underway. It's a bit overcast, so tire will slightly be reduced. Let's close the Discord again. Hopefully no one gets on what I call a naughty step, but basically they get disqualified from the formation laps. Formation lap, sorry. How's it going, Rhodes? Yep, it's very overcast at the minute. And hopefully I think it'll play a bit into the strategy of these guys. But no one currently on a naughty step at the minute, so they want to get the heat into those tyres as best as they can. Gunners dropping off the back a tad, but we should catch back up. Bumbledore taking a steady pace for the formation lap. Oh, Robert taking a bit of an excursion on the grass there. Going through to Sector 3 now, and hopefully these guys will get this race started. And there's your predicted tyre strategies for the the two-stop soft runners. So it could be a soft medium medium or a soft medium hard, but it probably will be the soft medium medium for those guys. I think that's everyone in their grid slots. It is. Come on, give me a better camera angle. No, we're stuck with this one. 2, 3, 4, 5 lights. And away we go for GP3. Bumbledore didn't get the greatest of starts. Solix on the outside, taking the lead. Does Bumbledore try and brake late? He does, but Solix has to cut. Turn 2. A few people going side by side. The yellow flag at the back. I think that's Face that's gone around. It is. Does he have damage? Let's see, but Solix down to P3 now after that amazing start where he almost grabbed P1 there. And does Face have damage? No, he doesn't. It's another yellow flag of Joyce and Nutmeg. Joyce with damage in it as well, so a collision there. Need the stewards to deal with that. But Dumbledore already got a lead of 1.3 to Phil. And I think Gunners is spawning as well, as he has. Oh god, I hate leaderboard glitching out, but no, Dumbledore is currently leading. Don't know how game ends up in P8, but it's still glitching out for me. Joyce going to mediums, get the tyres up for you guys. Don't you just love this game? Phil staying at 1.5 to Dumbledore. Solec's just behind, but I think dropping off Phil now. They're quite close behind them as well. Joyce obviously hitting with that wing damage. Lobby's finally fixed itself. Yeah, Joyce gets by game and hoping to catch the Gunners ahead. Dumbledore with a fastest lap of 19.4 up front, with a 2.1 second gap. So let's keep within the DRS, but Sweatpan falling off these two now as well. He's got Cardinal and pretty much the rest of the field slowly catching on. Robert was trying to have a look on Sherbert there. Can't do anything at this time. Solec's now out of the DRS window now as well, and Ref as well on Cardinal, but Kennery looks like he's going to go for a move if he's close enough. Just a bit too far back at this stage. Oh, Sherbert goes a bit deep, but Robert can't get the move done. Look at these guys coming through those few corners. Oh, yellow flag. Goomba's gone off. Goomba spawned, but no damage. Cardinal catch up slip. No, too far back. No, this is going to be interesting for the Red Bulls. I think Kenneryton may give way to Robbie, because Robbie's in a better standing in the championship. Robert fallen off the back of Sherbert a tad now. And Face has got by Kimmy for 12th. Solec's back within the DRS range of Phil, so I think Phil may have had a mistake there, or Solec's is just pushing. Solec's does have a bit less DRS than what Phil does. Face with a 3-second time penalty now for exceeding track limits. Solec's very close up front now. I don't think Phil's going to defend against it. And we've got Cardinal making a move on Sweatpan in the background as well. Cardinal takes P4 and Solex takes P2 in this race. Red Bulls are still lying astern, and Sherbet on the back of Grimdog, so I'm guessing those softs are starting to fall off now. Choice and Gunner's going at it a tad. Luckily no damage. Sweatpan keeping distance, but Raph literally on his tail. Also still close to the back of Solix. There's the back end slightly on exit there as well. Beautiful. Oh, and Solix pits, so that is definitely a two-stop strategy. He's going to come out into quite a bit of traffic for Solix. Let's see what that does. Anyone close, Sweatpan. A bit too far back. Sherbet and Grim still a bit too far back. So it comes out, I think, behind Goomba. Base also pits. Yeah, so Solix comes out in 13th place. I think that is Gunners at Spunny. Yeah, and does have damage to his wing as well, so that'll be in the pits for repairs. And I think Fell's lost it. Ooh, the chicane, and it is a virtual safety car. Hopefully these drivers keep to their delta and don't get a drive-through. Well, I think some of these guys up front may pit. Bumbledore does take to the pit lane. Yes. And so does Cardinal, so does Raph, and that's it finished. Some of these guys won't get the luxury of the time loss. Raph gets a 5 second for speeding to the pit lane. So unfortunately for Raph, he's going to have to serve that at his next pit stop, not his current one. So current top three are Robbie, Sherbet, and Robert at this stage. Gunner's already a lap down. A lot of people in the pits. Sweatpalm just rejoining in front of Nutmeg. Robbie with a 3 second time penalty now. Sherbet's starting to catch slightly now because it's starting to go off. I think Robbie may lose a few positions here as well. So it's pretty much just Nutmeg that's the closest. Robbie pits. See where this puts him. I think it's going to be roughly where Grimdog and Sweatpalm. It's Solix now with a time penalty now. Back of Goomba. Both have DRS. Goomba defends. Was defending, but Solix goes to the inside. Better contact, but Solix takes P5. And Robbie rejoins just in front of Sweatpalm. Robert, if I were you, just let Bumbledore by when he gets to you. Goomba able to stick with Solix on those used mediums. Another yellow flag. I think that's not Gunners, it is. Sherbert now leading from Robert to Bumbledore. Give me a further 9 seconds back, holding Solex and Gumber up a bit. Bumbledore with an 18.9 for the new fastest lap of this race. Close. Solex is out of BRS, so I don't think he'll be able to get past Kimi on this lap. Unless he goes for a mighty move, but has to stick behind at this stage. Sweat Palm doesn't have DRS, it was a bit too far back from Robbie. But Solex is all over the back of Kimi. I think Kimi runs a bit wide and Solex is through for P4. But it's lost a lot of time to Bumbledore because the gap is about roughly 10.5 seconds now. This is pretty much mostly spaced out, except from the mid-pack, and obviously Bumbledore's just caught Sherbert now. I think this would be an easy move for Bumbledore. And Sherbert's defending. Interesting. The ZRS, but Bumbledore does take the lead back after that first pit stop. Cardinal goes by Goomba up into P6, Wrath also closing. Robert on the back of Sherbert as well now. Sweatpalm's still stuck behind Robbie. Yeah, Solex not catching Robert and Sherbert as to the pace I thought he would after pitting for those fresh mediums. Does he have damage? No, he's full front wing, so Cardinal on Kimi makes the move. Faced with another time penalty, so that's up to 6, and Goomba's round. Have to try and make a move on Kimi into that corner there. Let's continue on. See where he rejoins, because I have to rejoin carefully. Robert on the back of Sherbert, but can't make a move currently. Ruff gets by Kimi with Kenarito in close proximity. Oh, what a beautiful aerial camera. Stay on board with this. Kenarito may move now, stays behind for the time being. Robert's still on the back of Sherbert. Kenarito and Kimi. Goomba stay out. I have no idea why Goomba stayed out on with that front wing, but continue on with Kenarito and Kimi. Robert a bit too far back, so I think Sherbert's got a bit more straight line speed than what Robert has. Kenarito doesn't make the move on Kimi. In the slipstream with DRS, goes to the inside. Kimi later on the brakes and keeps position. Joyce with a 3-second time penalty. Currently in P15 after that spin on lap 1. hopefully safety car comes out to try and help him improve his race. Oh, another Gunners has retired, so it is a safety car. Yeah, box for hards, guys. Box for hards. Yep, both use box for hards. Yeah, where did Gunners go off? His car's disappeared already, but so I don't know where he's gone off. But I expect everyone to come in for a set of hards to the end of this race. Bumler stays out. So Sherbet pits. Sherbet definitely on a 2-stop then, because I don't think Memes will go to the end for 20 laps. Robert dies into the pits, so does Solex. Cardinal picks boxes, so does Raph. Kimmy stays out. So does Kenarito. Robbie stays out. Palm stays out. Grim stays out. Well, sorry, Grim. It's not calling the pits yet. Grim pits. Nutmeg's pits. Phil stays out. Joyce. Gumber and Gaiman have already pitted for the hards. So Sherbet comes out 5th. Robert comes out 7th. Solex 8th. Face 9th. Cardinal 10th. Phil staying out, but definitely has to stop again because he won't make those mediums last to the end. Thanks. I didn't see where he hit his car. Let's wait for these guys to catch up to the safety car. We'll have a quick look at penalties, because not many as I expected around this track, because you can cut a few of the corners around here or exceed the exit track limits. But we have Robbie and Sherbet on 3 apiece, Solex on 3 and Face on 6, and Cypher Josh in 15th on 3 seconds also. So hopefully they can try and get those gaps behind them to not lose any positions, but we'll see when comes Cardinal and Face have had a collision. Does Cardinal have damage? Because both of them just received a 5-second time penalty. Yes, Cardinal does have damage, so I think he'll need to box again at the end of the lap. Yeah, major wing damage. It's in all the main elements to that front wing. Goodness, that's left, unfortunately, but Nutmeg's caught up, so it's just Joyce. And Goomba's gone for a spin as well at exit turn 2, so he'll need to box again for a new set of tyres. It hasn't been Goomba's race round at the Spanish Grand Prix tonight. It's his second spin tonight. I think he's gonna go. Nope, stays on track. Oh, and does go off. I expect the safety car to be out a few laps longer now. Kimi. Why is Kimi letting Kennerita by? Probably that glitch. So Kennerita does take P2 in this race, and Kimi P3. Sorry about that, just send a quick message. So Cardinal has pitted and come out on the mediums. And Raph has spun it now. It's like great qualifying, down in 16th now after that spin. Does he have damage? Gives me the worst on boards to find out if drivers have damage. Come on, game, give me a bit on board for damage. Game on hits the back of Joyce for a 5-second penalty, and Joyce better clip that. Raph, I don't think has damage. No, he doesn't. So he got away with that clean squirt. Robert for a collision with Solex. The safety car does come in. I didn't see it come in, but Bommador leads away. Kennery and Robbie. Where did Kimi go? Kimi in the pit lane, so you're going to drop to pretty much dead last in this race. Get penalties away, go back on board with tyres. I think Gimman has already spun. Yep. Fell trying to make a move on Grimdog. Doesn't make the move, stick around the outside, has to stick behind. Robert with a 3-second time penalty now. Game gone again into the wall. Starting to break up into mini groups now. Kennery Tony 7/10 behind Bumbledore at this stage, so pretty good pace by the Red Bull driver. Already 2 seconds slower of his teammate behind, so Feld does get by Grimdog for P9. I expect Feld to be in the pits again because I don't think he'll get those tyres to the end. Game with a 3-second time penalty. Cardinal on the back of Joyce. Goomba's gone for the softs. I'm a bit surprised, but while on board does spin. Just not Goomba's race, unfortunately. I think this is our closest battle. Cardinal and Joyce. Cardinal about half of what Joyce has in ERS terms, so. Sweat palm over the back of Sherbert at this stage. Solex close to taking him not too far back. Cardinal on Joyce. does make the move stick into turn 1. Solix and Robert Bell. Just can't make the move stick currently. Yeah, Solix now with another 3-second time penalty. Where did Robert go? Oh. Fortunately for Robert, I think he spun where Joyce spun earlier and rejoins in P14. Don't know what happened there with Robert and Nutmeg though. Robert keeps position. Sherbert gets by Robbie. Robbie's a bit stuck, but he's on all the tyres and Sherbert at this stage. Fell does get round face. And Raf does get past Cypher Joyce for P11. Nutmeg in the pits. I'm guessing he hit the back of Robert, I'm guessing. Yep, does have wing damage. Going to the softs. Definitely another stop for Nutmeg and Gaiman. See if Joyce can stick with Ruff and Cardinal. Sweat Pound now on the back of Robbie as well. Robbie's still within DRS range of Sherbert, so that should help him gain a bit of pace down the straight. Faced with now another 3-second time penalty now, so I think he's up to 14 seconds worth of penalties now. Joyce is a bit too far back. Oh, yellow. I think Joyce made a half spin there. He's lost time on the ref now. Grimdog with another 3-second time penalties to his name. Sweat Palm on the back of Robbie. Robbie now outside of DRS range of Sherbert now, so we'll be vulnerable down that start-finish straight now. So 13 laps remaining and Sweatpalm does pit, so I'm guessing he's going to another set of mediums to the end of this race. See where he comes out. I think behind the Mercedes duo, I think. Yeah, he does come up just behind Robert in P13, but on fresher and more pacier tyres. Yellow sector 2, I think that's just Gaiman again. Another yellow, that's Gaiman still. Rim on the back of Face. Face still on those hard 14-old tyres. Losing my words at this stage. And my voice a bit. That's pretty much all the gaps are pretty spaced out except Grim and obviously Sweat Palm and Robert. Gave him with another time penalty to his name. Robert does defend it, and Gaiman bends it on the start-finish straight, so don't know if that's going to be another safety car. It is another safety car. No, God, I've lost my... I don't think I disconnected from the party there. Sorry guys, I don't know if you've lost my voice, but Nomad gets a drive-through for speeding under the safety car. Robert Joyce, box for mediums, box for mediums. Yes, Bombador pits, Canary to pits. Sherbert's in, Solik stays out to inherit the lead of this race, I think. Yes, he does, because Bombador's still on the pit lane. Kenrito goes to softs. Wrong strategy call there, bud. Same with Robbie. Maybe pacey at the start of the stint, but they'll drop off significantly. Phil the same. And 10 laps remaining. Robert stays out. Joyce pits for softs. They'll get him to the end, but they won't be that pacey. Solik 6, Grimdog 3, Sherbert 3, Sweatpam 3, Robert 8, Robbie 3, Face 9, Joyce 3, and Nutmeg, who's still got Survey drive through. Robert, just stay out at this stage. There's no point pitting now because you lose trap position now. Another collision penalty for Face, and one for Robbie now as well, so another 5 seconds added for them two now. And it gives him time to get a drink as well. It's 10 laps now remaining. I think it should go at the end of this lap if Nutmeg can catch the field. Oh, Face has retired. Oh no, he did what he did in qualifying and hit the pit wall. Hopefully no one hits that car. It's another position for those guys. Not mega damage, or is it me? It's me, because it seems to be getting going a bit slow. Yeah, it could go in this lap. I don't know if Nutmeg will catch it before it goes. Soon find out. Looking for Face. So I'm up 24 of 33. On board with Solex. Does the lights go out on the safety car at all? Yes, they do, so safety car is in. Hopefully everyone keeps a decent sized gap to the car behind, because there's been so many 5-second penalties this race. And beautiful onboard shot. And Solex goes, catches Grimdog out slightly, Bumdog's all over him. But Grim does get a bit of a gap now. I think Bumdog's close enough, he isn't. So everyone keeps position. Kimi and Goomba battling side by side still, and they keep it. Oh, Phil's gone. Into the gravel track, does have wing damage, so we'll have to box, and I think we'll drop to pretty much last place, and there is more contact and wing flying. I think that's Kimi. Don't know if it was, but Bombador overtakes Grim for P2, sorry. Penarito and oh, with a dive from Sherbert up to P3. Wow. What a move by Sherbert. Don't know if it was a bit argy-bargy, but Grimdog dropping positions currently. So racing point 1-3 at this stage. I know one person would be happy. Carlos in the chat saying, what a move, yeah. A hell of a move by Sherbert there. Kimi with the 3-second time penalty. Robbie getting by Robert for P7. Nutmeg's in for his drive-through and Phil for new tyres and wing. Bumbledore just starting to get within the DRS range of Solex now. I don't think Solex will be staying long in the top 3. Those tyres, Kimi and Goomba still at it. Oh, don't want to go side by side through this corner. Goomba losing back in a tad. 4-car battle from Robert, Cardinal, Raff and Joyce. So be a bit careful, guys. You don't want to get wing damage this late in the race. Bumblebee with an 18.4 for the new fastest lap of the race. Just in catching Solex at 4/10 now. No one making a move in that current battle there. Expect Bumbledore to make a move on this next coming straight. Joyce, Goomba and Kimi at it once again. Kimi is damaged. Bumbledore's gone. Whoa! Oh, he's gone on the exit there. So it's a virtual safety car. Virtual safety car. Just remember deltas, guys. No points for AlphaTauri or Williams tonight. Very unlikely for softs now. Because I think it's track position more than anything else. And there we have green flags. And Cardinal's getting... Sorry, Russ getting a run on Cardinal up towards turn 4. And does make the move stick up the inside. Joyce just a bit too far back at this stage. Kennery to right on the rear of Sherbert, so racing point 1-2 at this stage. I know one person that's probably watching this race would be happy. Kennery to very late on the brakes there. Joyce on Cardinal. Moves up to P9. A great recovery from Joyce after that early spin. Shutter's defending a bit there. He's got a lot of errors in hand over Kennery, so I don't think he'll lose that position at this stage. Sweat Pam on Grim. Oh, Grim makes it move back on the outside. What a defensive move there by Grim. Keeps P4. Some amazing moves from these guys tonight. I know UCAS was impressed by my move on Stig and GP1 on Sunday, but I'll leave it at that. Sucks with another 3-second time penalty now. Yeah, on 9, so he's not in line to get the race win at all. I think he'll drop outside the top 3, I think. Mostly spread out. Sweat Palm goes majorly deep there. It's gonna put Robbie on his tail a bit now. Closing. Sweat defends, stay inside. Being a bit squeezed. Robbie has to stay in position though. Cardinal closes in on Joyce, but just a bit too far back to make the move. So only 3 laps now remaining for these guys. So pretty much coming to the end of this race now. Kennery just can't get by. Sherbert this time. Sherbert on for technically P2, but we'll lose it to Kennery, who will get the race win with no time penalties. Pretty much all spaced out of the back except Cardinal on Joyce. We'll keep on board with these two. It's the closest battle. Also got Sweat Pam and Grimdog in the background there, a bit close as well, but we'll stay on board with Kennerito. And Nutmeg with a time penalty now. Just a bit too far back for Kennerito. I think he needs to save some of that ERS, so try and make the move. Sweat still behind Grim, just can't get by. Robbie also. So, what, 31 or 33 now, so the last few laps now, so I think with penalties wise, no, I'll leave it. Give you guys a surprise for the end. I don't want to ruin it. Fell after that late crash on the back of Nutmeg. Up to turn 4. Down the inside, where does Nutmeg... I think that was a bit of damage for Phil. It is, and Nutmeg did turn on him in there. God, these guys up front are getting so close. Sherbert's definitely got position of a Canarito, but he will lose it because of time penalties. Sweat Palm down the inside. Doesn't give me the best camera angle, but Grimdog keeps it around the outside again. He loves that move. We have a yellow in Sector 1. No, it's Joyce. Gone off. Kind of annoys me a bit, but we'll have to carry on. Robert within DRS range of Robbie now. Well, was, and just lost it again. Back up board with Sherbert Canarito. Canarito does have a lot more ERS than he previously did, but Phil does get a time penalty now, so... but that'll, I think, keep him in position in P13. Sweat Palm moves up to P4 in this race now. Robbie, a bit ambitious, you're going to go for that gap there, bud. Does he try and go up the inside into turn 4? Has to back out of it, but Grump stays into P5. On to the final lap of this race, and on board with a man that will hopefully take still points on you, Carlos, but but there's no chance of either Mercedes or Alfa catching the constructors, but we'll soon see. Sweatpan with another time penalty, so I don't think he'll get on the podium either, but coming through the last few corners now, Solex does take the win on track, but won't finish in P1. Sherbert crosses the line on track. P2 moves up. Canarito takes the win. Solex takes P2. Sherbert P3. Ruff P4. Grimdog P5. Cardinal P6. Sweatpan P7. Robbie P8. Robert P9. Gumba P10, Kimmy P11, Joyce on the base race from him, P12, Phil did have a good race up until that crash, unfortunately. Does cross the line in P13, and Nutmeg in last. What was... And there you have it, folks. SF wants to stick in the chat. Yeah, Alpha are coming after the Williams, and so is Mercedes. Well, I'll leave it at that, Carlos, but and there you have it, folks. The winner for GP3 around the Spanish Grand Prix tonight is Canarito for Red Bull Racing, and then we have Solex and Sherbert in P2 and 3 for the Racing Point team, and then we have Raf P4, Grim P5, Cardinal P6, Sweatpan P7, Robbie P8, Robert P9, Goomba P10, Kimmy P11, Joyce P12, Phil P13, Nutmeg 14th, and unfortunately Bumbledore, Face, Gamerman and Gunners did not finish. And we'll get the top 3 in for the race interviews. Well, if you're both at a party, then I'll leave it at that, Stick. And I think we've got all 3 of them in. Yes, we do. Guys, just remember to tick your box in the party for me, please. And just give me a yes once you've done that for me.
Yes. All done.
Yep.
Alright.
Good.
So we will start with, I think we'll start with Sherbert today for P3 for Racing Point. Quite a, I'd say a good race for myself, because obviously he's qualified outside the top 10, started on the mediums, obviously 2 city cars kind of got in the way, but you managed to get yourself up into the podium and almost managed to get past your teammate on time penalties for P2. But just I'll let you take the floor and tell us your race from your perspective.
The qualifying was shocking. I just couldn't hook a lap together. And then I thought, well, if I saw that a lot of drivers in front had started on softs, so I thought I'll just go long and I'll gain some places through pit stops. But then it just went from good to off the scale. Everything just dropped into place, apart from keeping Kennerito behind me.
Yeah, we did see that on stream, and obviously I did see that double move you pulled in at the second DRS straight as well on 2 drivers, which a few of the viewers did say which was an amazing move from yourself.
I always try and keep it clean, fair but clean.
As we all know, all drivers should keep it clean, but obviously incidents do happen in SF1, but we'll obviously the stewards to deal with that. But you did keep a clean race tonight, Bud, and congrats on the podium and P3 tonight.
Thank you very much.
On to Solex, started, I think it was in the top 10, if I remember correctly, on the softs, was the earliest driver to pit from the softs as well, I believe. But obviously grabbed P1 after Bonador DNF'd on the second DRS straight, but because of time penalties, lost the win. But I'll let you take the floor, man, because my throat is killing me.
Yeah, started third. Had an amazing start. I think I was first at first corner, but I outbraked myself, and I think rather than taking Bumbledore out, I think I just cut across the corner. Yeah, time penalties. As soon as I saw Bumbledore crash out behind me, it was a team game to try and keep Kennerito as far back as possible. Yeah, penalties. But other than that, yeah, it was a good race. I enjoyed it. Enjoyed the fight with, I think it was Phil at the start. And then, I think obviously Bumbledore behind me. And then after the second safety car, I decided to stay out on hards. I felt comfortable with him, and preferred it when I would go to used mediums. So yeah, good race. Enjoyed it.
Yeah, well, it was a brilliant race from yourself to grab Prix 2 in the end from that. Obviously, from starting on those soft tyres, which obviously I don't prefer myself because I prefer doing less stops as possible around high tyre wear circuits. But once again, just congratulations on the podium and P2 tonight. And then on to race winner Kennerito. Well, I'm speechless from yourself because I think it's is it your first podium and first race win in this season, is it? If I remember
It's
correctly.
it's not the first podium. I've had a couple podiums, but it's my first win in SF1 period. I've never had another win here, so yeah.
Well,
Glad
I
to get
know
that
how
one
that
off my back.
feels. Yeah, I know how that one feels. Because I had my first race win in my first ever race in SF1 a few years back, so I know how that
Nice.
feels. But I'll just let you take the floor, man, because my throat is killing me after that race. But I'll let you just tell us your race from your perspective.
Yeah, well, it was made for me with the safety car. I was surprised that everyone that was in front of us, who were on the relatively fresh mediums, actually did go in and put on new mediums because I knew they wouldn't go to the end. So me and my teammates said in the party like we knew they wouldn't go to the end. So we just tried to stretch the mediums as far as we could to maybe try and go on to the softs at the end. And luckily enough, with the virtual safety cars and that, we managed to do that and hold on to the back of the um, the two racing points. I mean, Sherbert made his car so wide that I couldn't get past him at all. Like, no matter where, like, I could see space, and then he put his car bang there, and it was like, yeah, okay. And I was looking at the time, I could see the time gap coming down, and I thought, I mean, it was going up, sorry, so I thought maybe they might push the gap out enough for Sol to hold on, but thankfully for me, they didn't.
Did it go slow enough for me?
Yeah.
I was struggling on them tyres.
Yeah, yeah, I could tell that you were positioning your car so well that I couldn't get around you, no matter what. And I thought with the time penalties, I could afford to sit behind you, so that's what I ended up doing in the end. I thought I'm not gonna risk it, end up way down the pack. I'll take it.
Congratulations on your win, Canerito.
Cheers, bud. Thank you.
Well, it'd be a congratulations from me as well, bud.
Cheers, man.
Obviously for your first win in SF1, because as I said before, I know how that feels. And obviously I've got multiple race wins to my name at the minute. But once again, for the top three tonight of Canerito, Solex, and Sherbet tonight, congratulations to all three of these guys. And that'll be the end of the stream tonight, but we will be back tomorrow. We're at GP2, and two guys that I know will probably hate me for saying this. I know Carlos probably won't enjoy this track too much. I know Roach probably have a decent race, but I know those guys will hopefully have a good race when I come on and watch it. But we'll see you tomorrow at 8:30 for GP2, and this is SF1 Harrison signing off for SF1 tonight.